Ibrahim Murtaza asked, "What is the worst away hotel?" And you don't have to maybe trash the brand, but where's the
no, please,
location?
no,
You
let me
hated
do
the
this.
most? 'Cause I know there's some.
Yeah, Wally can chime in because he's just as experienced as I am with hotels on the road. But I can tell you right now, the worst hotel in the NHL is the Fairmont in Winnipeg. It is brutal. You can hear you'll hear every door shut down the hallway. Like it's the rooms are old, they're moldy and musty. Again, I'm fully owning this. I sound like a prima donna, but it is not a legitimate Fairmont. It was a dump, and you couldn't pay me to go stay there anymore.
Okay, scathing review, but all right.
Yeah. There's been a few, but like Detroit was the worst for location, no question. It's the Marriott at the GM place. Until we moved, there's now a Westin Book Cadillac, which is beautiful.
The Westin.
But but that GM building was anyway. Detroit was. It got better, but like it was the scariest walk I've ever had in my life was to go from the restaurant to the hotel. So we're at the restaurant, and you can see the hotel, but they checked with us 3 times. Let us know when you're done. We'll call you a cab. Let us know. And I'm like, I don't need a cab. And so we left. No. Do you need a cab? So we ended up emptying our wallets before we got back. I had my wife on the phone walking, going, we're now passing this street or this street. If I go missing, this is the last time I was on the street. That was always the worst. But the Minnesota hotel, St. Paul.
St. Paul.
I think it's called the St. Paul. It's like that Fairmont type. It's just old and.
But Wally, Wally,
but here's
it's still better. It's still better.
So
I'm sorry,
but here's I'll never forget this part. So that was back. It was probably 2017, 2018. It was after the little bit of an incident on Parliament Hill with the owner. They kept canceling my room. So I was still booking rooms through the team. And then every once in a while we'd show up 2 a.m. and my hotel would be canceled. They wouldn't have a room for me. So we get to the St. Paul. I go up, and media, for people who don't know, media never stay on the same floor as the team, which is why we tell the team that we're going, so they make sure that our names aren't included with the team. Nobody's around. So I'm on the elevator with a couple of guys. I get off the same floor, and they're all in the hallway and they're chatting. And I'm like, this isn't good. This is not going to end well. So I get to my room, and I don't even know that I haven't unpacked anything. I don't know if I've got my jacket off yet. The phone rings. Mr. Wallace, we can't have you staying on that floor. You're going to have to move. I'm like, I assumed as much. So my next room is by the air conditioning vents from the restaurant. So all I can hear all night is just this loud banging and hum of metal. Anyway, that was always one of a lot of that stuff happened. I checked into a couple in New York. I could write a book about hotel travel. One guy was hanging up clothes in his closet while I would open the door. And I'm like, well, this isn't so. Go get another room. The same hotel. I open the door. I can just see somebody's bare foot on the bed. Still, it's dark, just enough lights coming in. And I can see the guy sleeping. And I'm like, oh. So back down. Can I have another room, please? That happened a few times with people already in the room.
The worst.
Yeah. Anyway. I got all kinds of stories about hotels.
There's some good ones there for sure. Okay, I always knew to ask those because I know you guys both have good stories.
The last one was in Florida, Daytona. We waited till the last minute to book for the Daytona 500. And I get there, and the room, I can open the door to the outside in my bed. I'm so jammed. The only light's like a 4-foot fluorescent light. There's no closet. I showered with flip-flops, and I think I'm wearing clothes. I want it, but I go to open my bed, and there's blood on it. So I call the front. What? I'm like, just do you think we could maybe change the sheets? And they're like, okay, yeah, sure, no problem. I'll be right down. I'm like, how about a new room, maybe? But no, there was no chance of a new room. So I slept with clothes on for that. That room was one of the worst I've seen. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay. Well, listen. I think
we could spend a whole episode.
I think we're gonna take little bits and spend it over multiple episodes because I love these little stories. Okay.